Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for July 28th through to August the 3rd, 2014. So I did try to work through my day in order to take you for a canoe ride, but it did not happen. I failed you miserably on this one, so I owe you a canoe trip. But I do want to thank you for your love, your support, your blessings. Truly, I am blessed to have each and every one of you in my life. There would be no me without you, so thank you. Truly, I do love you. But let's get to your reading because it's huge powerhouse here. You're really starting on a very new adventure. It's an adventure. I think there could be for many of you a risk factor, a daredevil factor almost. It's a great passion. It's a deep desire. It's stepping out. It's kind of like where you see that image where they say, okay, whoever wants to volunteer, step forward, and everybody takes one step back except for one person who is now standing in the front. So they have volunteered themselves. But it's kind of like that you stand out in front of the crowd and really make a statement of where you're going. Now, I don't know if that, well, you do have the Six of Wands. This is successes, a lot of successes throughout the week, little ones. You ride in with the laurel on your wand. But notice that there's a lot of wands in the back, almost holding it up and cheering you on and saying, look at you go, and people have got your back, and people are supporting you in these endeavors. So I don't think it's too much of a personal growth as much as it is an outward growth that people can see, that you're being noticed for things. You're having those successes, and you're starting to layer those successes now. We have the Fool. It's a brand new karmic path for you. For the majority of you, it will mean career, it will mean money, it'll mean stability coming into your life, but that's a ways down yet. We don't get a lot of information about the new path when this card is here because it's stepping out on blind faith. It's stepping off that cliff and just believing that you will be caught, or there will be a path appear as you take that step forward, that you are secure. And if you have the courage to go forward, the sky's the limit for where this card can take you. And then it's with the Ten of Pentacles. So I would have to tell you to dream extremely big this week. You will not be able to dream outside of what you can truly have in life, but you have to truly believe that you are worthy of it. I mean, everybody can say, well, I want a $1 million mansion. But unless you have that burning desire and that real true belief that you can actually get that, you won't. So you have to have that true belief, that true love for why it's going to make you an even better person going forward, in a more stable reality going forward. This is your yes card. This is what you are hoping for, especially, and it's another finance card, it's another career card. It just says that you can reach the top ladder if you want, a top rung of the ladder if you want. If you have that much courage and that much determination and that much passion, and you put that all together, God, the universe, is definitely favoring you in going all the way with an adventure. Really tackling something, really, and so it's making the decisions this week on that. We have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Ace of Cups is very much about a new path of dreams, hopes, desires, wants. So if anything, it's own your power. And realize the power that is about to come to you. in the not so distant future. It's not this week, but it's preparing you for it. And how much are you willing to learn the lessons? How much are you willing to step into that adventure? Give it a second take. Really decide if that's the path you want to go. But it's definitely about your dreams, your visions, your passion. It could be love as well, because we have the Queen of Cups. And we'll get to her in a minute. I don't want to jump too far ahead. But this is really starting a new path for you. And the Queen of Pentacles. So you're doing it for all the right reasons. That's what's really going to give you the momentum that you need to succeed. You sit with your money, your well-being on your lap. The sun is carved into your chair. Yeah, and you sit there with a knowing that you've made the right decisions, the right choices, that you have weighed some options, that life did make you become an adult for a short period of time. It's really time to go back to that childlike energy, though, I'll tell you that much. If you're not doing that as a Sag, it actually, the energy works so much against you. So really try and push yourself. If you're one of the Sages right now that are really being pulled back, really feeling isolated, which is hard to imagine that you're a Sag and that's happening, you really need to push yourself into the crowd. Invite yourself to things. Put a smile on your face. Lighten up a little bit. Embrace life a little bit more. Be more childlike in your joys. It doesn't have to be grand in order for it to bring you happiness. It can be the smallest of mundane moments. I mean, that's what we live for, right? We go through a lot of pains for those moments of glory and happiness. That's what gives us the balance in life. Really put yourself out there. For many of you, you already feel that you've got this energy and this joy and whatnot. But a lot of you Sages almost got old over the last 7 to 10 years. And it's time to rejuvenate. It's time to become childlike again. And you are a sign that can do that. You can be so optimistic and outgoing and just a joy to be around and a joy to have in your life. So, and we have the Queen of Cups saying so. Now, you truly sit in your beauty. She is the most romantic card in the deck. She trumps the Lovers, for sure. So if you are planning on having an addition to your family, very good time to expand yourself in any way, in a humanitarian sense, in doing it for the right reasons, for love, for beauty, for pleasure, for joy. And it's with the Three of Wands, so it's very much a path that you're going into. So I would have to say for the majority of you, in some way your new path involves many people becoming happy. Many people's lights shining because your light is shining. And that just lifts you higher on your path when that happens. So it's just a matter of getting that light going. But the Three of Wands is a very karmic path. It's very expansive. It's very wide. And it sits with the Queen of Cups. So it's really going to, your successes and your light is going to really start a chain of light, little by little, with each and every person, depending on how much you give of yourself. Okay? Now we have the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is your new day dawning. That all those struggles, anxieties, the chaos that you've gone through, the conflict, the total gut-wrenching pain and sorrow that some of you have endured. That's what's become of them, or that's who you become because of it. You become stronger. You become more independent. Okay? A lot of you, it's a 10-year thing, whether or not it's relationships or lack of relationship, jobs, well-being, financial stability. But all those lessons were there for a reason. It had to give you this little sense of maturity and independence in order for you to have your new day dawning. in order for you to be here at this moment now. To go forward with a strength, with a beauty. And go after your dreams. And dream big enough, please. You know, get out a book and just jot down the things that you noticed that were beautiful in your life for the day. And dreams that you want. Why you want them. And make it real why you want them. And it's with the Emperor. Now the Emperor is somebody with a very sound mind. So it doesn't matter how big you dream. It has the potential to be a reality in your life if you really truly do believe it. The Emperor, he's a man that knows exactly what he wants. It's tangible. He makes a decisive plan. He goes after it. Communicates with Spirit, God, his angels, his guides. He sits on top of his world. So this is where you're going. This is your destiny. If you have the courage to do the work. And this is a very I am kind of energy, almost an Aries energy, I would say. So if you have Aries in your astrology charts, then your birth chart, then pay close attention to the adventures that are opening up to you this week. I think you're going to see them. I think you're going to start having some successes in a certain area of your life that's really going to push you on a new and beautiful path. It's a new passion. Or allowing that new passion to actually have a birthing process. Because it's a very fertile energy. Very fertile. You know, if you were planning on having a baby, I would have to say this would be a very fertile time for you to do it. But if you're planning on growing your future, it's a very fertile time to do it. But own your power, okay? If there's any baggage you need to get rid of it, although I don't really see that here. I think you have been shedding the baggage all along. Prayer, meditation, dreams, very important. Try and keep a journal of your dreams, things that come to you, those aha moments. That's usually how new paths begin. It's you know, a quirky situation that develops the greatest paths, right? They can tell you how it first began. They can tell you those moments, even though it seemed like a very mundane moment, it was actually a marker in time. So, until we meet again, please remember, I do love you.